Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on his couch. He was in spiritual mood, absorbed in contemplation of the Divine Mother. Now and then he chanted her hallowed name. Adhar was sitting on the floor. Yam and Niranjan too were there. Sri Ramakrishna began to talk to Adhar. The whole scene, how it will be, is giving. The previous stanza, if you see, after some time the moon came out, flooding the sky with its light. Whole atmosphere, whole evening, all the birds and all go back to their nests. Everything will calm down as the dusk is going to form. After the dusk, the sun sets. After setting down, after the dusk, the darkness is going to envelop. At that time, the moon has risen to give its cool, pleasant light. And in that atmosphere, Sri Ramakrishna is sitting on his small coach. And all these people are there sitting. He was in spiritual mood, absorbed in contemplation. As soon as it is becoming night, Sri Ramakrishna's mood used to completely change. At dusk, he used to just see his hand. If he is not able to see the hairs on the hand, it means the sun has set and dusk is on, and it has advanced and the night is going to come. Advancing of dusk and beginning of night. This time, the moment he comes to that awareness, night is going to envelop. He is in the thought of Divine Mother. This was our ancient tradition all through. In those days, early days of life, even in our childhood days, every house, a small lamp, burning lamp, oil lamp, will be kept near the tulsi in the front. So a few keep at the door sill also. But whether they keep a door sill or not, in front there will be a tulsi, which represents the whole nature. It is representation of nature and love in the nature. Love of God, love of all beings, love of each other, mutual love. And then it represents the whole nature. It is worship of nature, worship of Tulsi. How that beautiful atmosphere, as soon as all will come, wash their hands and feet, just it is night is setting. All will sit in their houses because electricity and artificiality was not there. No diversions, no distractions. As soon as evening, it is time for retiring from all activities and devoting themselves to their own spiritual practices or religious practices. After that, they have to dine night supper. So this was and during that time, all you can hear conch blowing, bells ringing, worship, and all this going on. Similarly, here, as soon as the time is over, they used to feel that it is time for us to, Sri Ramakrishna is to immediately begin his contemplation on Divine Mother, utter the Divine Mother's name. He chanted her hallowed name. Other was sitting on the floor. M and Niranjan too were there. Sri Ramakrishna began to talk. They are all devotees of God, who have accepted Sri Ramakrishna as Master, and many of them feel in their hearts of hearts he is incarnation of God. Master. Generally in Hinduism, we look upon Guru as God. It is in a different sense, Guru as God. But to see a particular person who is not a Guru as God is something rare. He must reveal them himself in their hearts. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Guru, we can somehow understand it's the intellectual acceptance of Guru as God. We don't realize it. Last, when Guru, after the vision of God, merges in the God, then we will realize it. But constant hearing Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, all these things, people again and telling, we can understand Guru treating Guru as God. The women are supposed to treat their husbands as God, the children as God. This God concept is that respect and dishonor should not be there, neglect should not be there regarding the children. All this is there. We try to infuse the idea of divine God. That is in a different sense and different meaning. To see a person as avatara is something which is that an inner intuitive understanding which cannot be explained. There is no logic and reasoning, but the inner heart says, yes, he is God. He doesn't do miracles, nor has weapons, nor crown on the head, nothing. A simple man like us. But the depth of knowledge, the capacity to transform another soul, all these things make them understand. And before that, all the enlightened soul who come, bow down and say, he is incarnation of God. That makes them confirm. Is an enlightened soul. Saints come. Ordinary people look with great anxiety, with some calm heart sometimes weeping. Many are entering into ecstatic state of love, which they have never seen a person entering into samadhi, is muhurmuhu, again and again is entering, which they try, they cannot forget the world in name of God, they cannot forget the body, very often, and making others too, who are pure at heart, enter into that state of ecstatic love and forget their body and mind, their own existence. So these make them get established in the thought, yes, he is our refuge, he is our savior, he is God. His master began to talk to other master. What? You have come just now? We have had so much of kirtan dancing. Shamadas began the kirtan. Means his feeling he has missed something. Shamadas began the kirtan. He is Ram's music teacher. But one of the devotees, Ram. But I did not enjoy his singing very much. I did not feel like dancing. Later I heard about his character. I was told that he had as many mistresses as there are hairs on the man's head. This is one of the strangest things we see, but it seems to be a fiction or something. But there are people who are look from outside holy like, but deep inside is a desire for enjoyments. That inner, that Sri Ramakrishna is actually this is what makes them again and again enter into the cycle. Two things Sri Ramakrishna says: Kamini Kanchan, desire for possessions. I want more, I want more, I want more. Possessions. And status, power, and all this is Kanchana. Kamini is all physical enjoyments. Play and all doesn't come into enjoyments. They are expression of joy. Other physical enjoyments, all enjoyments come. These are two thorns within. Just pluck them and throw away. You are free. Have total freedom in this world. So this freedom is what Sri Ramakrishna expects. When they come to the devotees group, the small guilt, I'm singing like this, but inside is dirt. God has given good voice. He has the memory power. He has the knack of singing. But that inner guilt, with all this, I am dirty inside. That small dirt will not make the bhava to project. If he is not singing with bhava, he must be filled with that awareness. He must feel himself when he is singing. He must be able to forget himself when singing. Then it will create fine atmosphere. All will be tuned to that. It is like a sitar or tanpura. If 100 tanpuras are kept, if you all are in same tune, if you strike one, all get tune, all make sound without striking, because they are in the same pitch. So one, if you turn all strong, this one, same thing happens. If the person who is lecturing, if he can capture the minds of all, give them interesting talks, and then make, when they are in tune, if he sings a song, it makes a lot of sense. It immediately makes them all feel. Now Sri Ramakrishna is not feeling just because of the small guilt in him. But greatest thing is, with all that, he has come to Sri Ramakrishna's feet. And Sri Ramakrishna is recognized. He has been told. It is like the people, later I heard about his character. People have already told. After that, people don't know. Sri Ramakrishna might have told to some other, oh, I could not dance today. No, it was not. It was because he could not sing properly because of the guilt within. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, I heard from others. I was told. I learned from. I heard about his character. That means somebody is complaining or telling or informing him about the disease. If you tell a doctor about the disease, how it will be? He understands there is a disease, and then he's a doctor, he's not an ordinary person to whom the information has come, to whom the patient has come and sang in front of his and expressed his inability to sing to the extent that he is able to make Sri Ramakrishna dance. He is presented already. Sri Ramakrishna's sight has fallen on him. So nothing to fear or nothing to feel bad or nothing to that, oh, he'll be saved. God's Kripa Kataksha, when it is there, nothing to worry. Heard. Did not you get a job? Other held the post of deputy magistrate, a government post that carried with it great prestige. He earned 300 rupees a month. He had applied for the office of vice chairman in the Calcutta municipality. The salary attached to this office was 1,000 rupees. In order to secure it, Other had interviewed many influential people in Calcutta. 300 rupees and 1,000 rupees is unimaginable. See, when I was a schoolboy, the rice rate was just 86 paisa. 86 paise. A bottle of milk was 34 paise. It was in paise. How that with small amount of a rupee, you can have 1 kilo of rice. Then 1 rupee means how much value? If you see in those days, 1800, what would have been what would 1 rupee meant? The 300 rupees means it may be equal to the 30,000 rupees or so. Or 1,000 rupees means maybe 2-3 lakhs of rupees now. They make all efforts and they're capable people. And devotee, you see, with all that, they will not misuse the earnings. No, they don't spend on the enjoyments. Master, to M. and Niranjan, Hazra said to me, please pray to the Divine Mother for Other, that he may secure the job. Other made the same request to me. I said to the mother, O mother, Other has been visiting you. May he get a job if it pleases you. But at the same time, I said to her, how small-minded he is. He is praying to you for the things that like that and not for knowledge and devotion. Of course, you can do great things with money if it is not misused, if it can help people, if it can help the preservation of the culture, like festivals, worships, all these traditional things to preserve. If it is used, it is good. But to go beyond the nature is the aim of human life. All this, whatever we earn, will not be there one day. I was walking on the Narmada banks, Narmada Parikrama, huge temples. Once upon a time, kings have built constant flooding has erased, totally taken away the village itself many times, here and there. When flood comes, the whole village washes off. No human beings will be left over. No property will be left over. It will be carried away. So there, that whole area, no human beings, fine temple, it is in dilapidated condition. Nobody to enter, nobody to light a lamp there. Slowly it gets dismantled and goes off. Where will the money, few dollars will remain with us? So life is going away. All children we produce, they are not going to be, they have their lifetime. Just like a wink of eye. They come, they live, they go. What all we made in this world, progeny, wealth, name, fame, all this, nothing remains. Next generation will not know our name at all. Once a person like this lived. Even if some great person like Gandhiji or some great person or saints, once the humanity washed off, nature just once cleans off, the whole civilization ends. New civilization comes. Millions of civilization. Last, the whole universe itself dissolves and reappears. In this impermanency and uncertainty, two important principles of nature, what can we expect? The thing is, Sri Ramakrishna, that's why telling, he did not ask for devotion and knowledge that are going to be eternally with him and make him transcend the nature and go beyond. We are in the prison house of nature. Everything is controlled, everything is guided, everything under law and order. There is a place where there is no law. There is no suffering. There is no binding. There we see it is the where we have to go. Life eternal of bliss, peace, love, absolute. So Sri Ramakrishna is, yes, I prayed to Mother to give him a job because he is devoted to you and coming here. But in the he did not ask for devotion and knowledge. To other, why did you dance? Why did you dance attendance on those small-minded people? They is comparing it to a dance, running about here and there to people for the job. Minded people. You have seen so much, you have heard so much. After reading the entire Ramayana, to ask whose wife is Sita. A person read whole Ramayana and heard Ramayana and last asked, who is Sita? Whose wife is Sita? Other, a man cannot but do these things if he wants to lead a householder's life. You are not forbidden us to have you seeking worldly prosperities. A man cannot do these things if he wants to lead a household. Giving up everything is all right. I have a family. I have so many duties and responsibilities. I need, he's telling, as a householder, I cannot be but that. You have not forbidden us to have you. You have not forbidden us to go for that. Worldly prosperities. Have you, Master? Nivritti alone is good, not pravritti. Nivritti, retiring from cultivating dispassion to the world, is the good. And pravritti, getting entangled in the world, is not good. Nivritti and pravritti mean, respectively, inwardness of mind and its inclination to outer enjoyments. Introvert and extrovert. Nivritti and pravritti. I was a God intoxicated state. When I was in God intoxicated state, I was asked to go to the manager of Kali temple to sign the receipt for my salary. Sri Ramakrishna was then acting as the salaried priest of Kali temple. They all do it here, but I said to the manager, I cannot do that. I am not asking for any salary. You may give it to someone else if you want. I am the servant of God alone. Whom else shall I serve? Malik noticed the late hours of my meals and arranged for a cook. He gave me 1 rupee for a month, 1 rupee for month's expenses. That embraced me. I had to run to him whenever he sent for me. It would have been quite a different thing if I had gone to him of my own accord. Just making him pay a cook. He had to run about. These are all small things, how we lose freedom. Sri Ramakrishna is demonstrating and explaining how we lose our freedom in life. Dependence on others. One of the important things we see, smallest dependence on anybody for anything is painful. As far as possible, self-dependence. So, as far as, and if you want to really depend on God. Unfailing support of your life. You need not worry. When I went to forest, with tapasya and all, we don't take anything with us, empty hand, and we keep ourselves empty hand, not to possess anything. And when we go for tapasya, empty hand, go on walking without, except wearing clothes, there will be nothing. This is called parivraja. So after that parivraja, when I came back to Mutt, so many people said, how did you survive? How could you get food? I said, it is not a problem at all. Wherever you are, irrespective of where you are, and if you have total dependence on God, food will come to you. Every bit will be arranged. You need not touch money. You need not possess anything. You will be taken care. God is like a mother. Because of our dependence on others, and it is dependence on God, is unfailing support of life. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.